Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss, still burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life, now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile, it's impossible, not melting, irresistible, when I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface, now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much brighter.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally going to be sharing the long-awaited pantry organization video here on my channel. I've been talking about this for almost a month now and I'm finally able to share it with you guys. I was able to transform my small pantry into a functioning space for my family and I'm just going to show you guys exactly how I did that today. But before we get into the organizing part, I do have to go through my pantry and get rid of any expired food and all of that fun stuff. So whenever I am organizing a space, I always start by taking everything out of the area. That way I can see it all laid out in front of me and it just makes it a lot easier to get in here, get things organized, and kind of figure out how I would like to place things into the space that I'm working on. If you happen to be new here, hello and welcome. My name is Whitney. I'm a wife and mom. I have a 4-year-old son named Barrett and a 3-year-old daughter named Savannah, and we are currently expecting our third baby. They will be joining us in March of 2022, so we're very excited about that. But I make a ton of organizing and cleaning videos here on my channel, and one thing that I was really excited to tackle was my pantry. As a family of almost 5, I really struggle on trying to organize our pantry because it is rather small, and so I find a hard time trying to both make it pretty and functional for my family. But that is something that I always try to do here on my channel. Even if it's not the prettiest looking organization project, I always make sure that it's actually functional and not just something nice to look at. But today I was able to make the pantry both look nice and function for my family, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. So I'm excited to share this if maybe you guys have a small pantry at home. And if you have any recommendations that you have found that have worked really well for your small pantry, definitely leave them in the comments so that we can all see and get some ideas for our spaces at home.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town, like so many times before. We look at the same old stars, battle the same old wars, like so many times before. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had. Yeah, I know that we're not perfect.
So now that everything is out of my pantry, I can begin to go through it all. I had a lot of expired food in here, you guys. Our pantry was so disorganized that there were things that haven't been seen in ages, and so of course they expired over time, and I really just wanted to take the few minutes here, make sure that I'm going through everything, every single item, and getting rid of it if it's expired or if it's not sparking joy, if it's a snack that we don't like. I just want to make sure it is out of the pantry. That way I can really utilize the space for the things that we actually enjoy eating and need in our pantry.
We're never meant to last, but all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what, 'cause you have a piece of my heart. And I know that we're not perfect, but I'm gonna miss all that we had.
Our bread basket was one of those spaces that get neglected every time You guys can see, look how moldy these buns are. But I am notorious for buying new loaves of bread and just sticking them right on top of the old stuff and never really going through the bottom of this. And so there's always some kind of moldy bread down in the depths of our bread basket, and that was one thing that I wanted to get rid of when I was working on this, because it obviously was not functioning and it was more wasteful than anything. And so you guys will see here in a little bit, I got acrylic bins. That way I could see into the bins and see everything that we have. If we're running out of something or if something looks like it's going bad, I could actually see it from the outside instead of having to shuffle through a bunch of things at the bottom of a bin. I just feel like it would be a lot more functional that way.
We watch the sun go down over the same old town.
Here are the acrylic bins that I was telling you guys about. I will leave all of this linked down below so that you guys can check them out for yourself. But I was very excited about this. Again, that way I could see into every single bin and make sure I'm keeping inventory of what we have and what we don't have. And another thing that I did was consolidate a lot of our dry pantry goods, so pastas and canned goods and things like that. So that way I could move them out into our garage. We do have an insulated garage. That was one of the first things we did when we moved here. That way I could have a dry pantry out there. And so that way whenever I'm stockpiling stuff, I don't have a bunch of things taking up space in our small pantry. So I can have a large selection of canned goods and pasta, but in a space that is separate from the pantry and not taking up all of that space. So that's just a little tip for you guys if maybe you have a basement or something like that that you can keep other products in that you don't necessarily use every day. That is a way to take up less space inside of your small pantry. I saw these bins from my friend Melina. She also has a YouTube channel and she used these in one of her pantry organization videos on her channel. I think it was for her mom's house, and I loved them and thought they were great for the kids' snacks because you are utilizing that vertical space, which I feel like is really important when you have a small pantry. And so I love that idea so much, I had to get them for my pantry, and they are working out great. They are so easy to keep stocked and the kids can just reach in there and grab what they want. And I just love these things. I cannot rave about them enough. They have been working out wonderfully for my kids and perfect for a small pantry. Another thing I wanted to accomplish this time around was getting rid of this door hanging contraption that I have on my door. I really loved this when I first got this and did a pantry organization on my channel. I want to say it was about a year ago now, but this thing just swings all over the place. We don't have a flat door, so it's kind of hard for it to stay flat all the time, and things would fall behind and down onto the floor. We had a few bottles break, and I honestly just didn't love it. It just didn't work out like I had hoped, and so we do plan on using that for something else, maybe putting it on the wall in the garage for hats and gloves and things like that, but I just wasn't loving it for my pantry, and it was just something that I was looking forward to getting rid of. So now I'm going to begin making some labels for all of my bins. This is my favorite part, and I just wanted to say thank you to Cricut for sponsoring this portion of today's video. You guys have seen me use Cricut in the past. I absolutely love their products. I'm using the Cricut Joy today with the Cricut pens, and I'll also be using their Smart Label writable vinyl to make my labels today. And it is so easy to use this. They do have an app for the Cricut Joy, so you can just go right in there. You can select what label you want, and then you would just type in all of your different labels that you have, and then you just begin printing them, and it is that easy. It walks you through all of the steps, which I love. What's also great about the Cricut Joy is it is extremely portable, so you can take this anywhere. You can take it upstairs, into your kitchen, into your garage. You can take it to a friend's house and help them with a project, or you could even take it to work and do some labeling in your office. I have used my Cricut for so many organization projects here on my channel, but not only that, I've used it to make t-shirts and cards and car decals. You can really use this to make anything. I know that using a Cricut machine can seem very intimidating, and I can't even lie to you guys, when I first got this in the mail, I was so intimidated. I didn't know what to do or how to use this, but Cricut gives you the tools you need to create beautiful projects by yourself. I don't consider myself a crafty person. You don't have to be a crafty person to use Cricut products. Trust me, I would love to be crafty, but my handwriting looks like chicken scratch, and I'm just not the craftiest person out there. And I know it seems like a lot of these projects you do need to be crafty, but I promise you that is not the case. I feel confident when I'm using my Cricut Joy that my projects are going to turn out exactly how I want them to. The Cricut Joy is just so easy to use, and now I have the confidence to be able to make t-shirts and car decals and things like that. Projects that I never thought was possible for me, I can now do in the comfort of my own home using my Cricut Joy. So if you guys are interested in checking out Cricut's projects for yourself, I will leave all of the information down below, as well as all of the links to everything that I used in today's video. And thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. And now for those before and after transformations. This is always my favorite part whenever I'm watching an organization video myself, so I had to include them for you guys. I cannot believe this is my pantry, and it has been a month since I've done this, and it is still working beautifully for my family. It looks exactly the same. It's been so easy to keep organized and stocked with snacks and all of our favorite items. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and you leave my channel feeling inspired and motivated to get some cleaning done, organizing, whatever it is you are planning to do in your home. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!